Alright guys, so around 11:30 on a Thursday. Luckily, I found a plugin for my WordPress site that works as sort of like a squeeze page that's $15 instead of lead pages $300. They don't need to charge that much. You don't need to charge $300, but they do because they're the most popular. So it's going to be a pain in the butt because basically what I have to do now is go to all of my old Fitness for Women ebooks, all the ones that have email opt-ins in them, and I'm going to have to get on the Windows computer and find my Word files of those books, go to the hyperlinks, I'm going to have to recode everything, rehyperlink everything to a new squeeze page, which is going to be based off of my WordPress site. And that's not priority right now, but I'm going to do that in the next week or so. Priority right now is alpha and filming YouTube videos and all that sort of stuff. This back-end email list stuff is something that doesn't do a lot for me, but at the same time I want it to stay there because of its potential, if that makes any sense to you guys. But I know I've talked a lot about business, so I'm gonna be quiet about the online stuff, the work that I'm doing. I just want you guys to kind of know what it is I'm going through. My chicken is almost done. I think ooh, that looks pretty good. Looks pretty good, Jordan. Had to warm up my coffee again because I drink my coffee until like 12. What's going on, guys? Jordan here. It's 11:41, Friday, February 3rd, 2017. This footage is from yesterday, February 2nd, and it was my high volume leg day. What you're going to see here is that I started out with some extensions for the teardrops because I'm trying to get those teardrops to grow. Extensions are literally, if you want your teardrops to grow, then you need to be doing some extensions. Now, for me, sometimes I like to warm up with extensions, just do a couple sets of 12, which is what I did on this day. This was a quad dominant, not a quad dominant workout, but one of the things that I've been doing to really work on my quads as just opposed to squatting is on my high volume leg day, I've completely taken out back squats. I'm just doing leg exercises, or not leg exercises, I'm just doing squat exercises and quad exercises that are quad dominant. I'm not even sure how to say that. I'm not doing any back squatting, I'm not doing anything that's more balanced, I'm just doing quad dominant squatting, I'm doing extensions, that sort of stuff. I'm really trying to work on that vastus medialis because I want those teardrops to grow, guys. I've got bigger outer quads, but my teardrops are just lagging in my opinion. So what you're seeing here is 245 for 3 sets of 10 on the front squat. This might not look that hard, but literally, guys, so I've been doing front squats for all of a couple months. When I started a couple months ago, I was doing around 185 to 200 for sets of 10. 225 and above was difficult. It was awkward. It feels a lot different because the load is more on your quads as opposed to the other muscles that it's on during a back squat. You're doing a more quad dominant squat when you're doing a front squat. Or this isn't completely a front squat, but it's sort of like front squat. I'm not like a big fan of the whole arm crossed bar on the front squat. With this piece of fine equipment here, you can just tilt the bar forward and basically it's, put your center of gravity forward a little bit, so you're kind of doing a front squat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just being really weird. I'm really, really sorry for that. So I did 3 sets of 10 with 245. On the second set, I was starting to feel like I was going to puke, mostly because I'm getting over a sickness and also a little bit because I am very, very out of shape right now. Very out of shape. But here's the thing, guys. I want to bulk for about another month and a week or so because I haven't hit the 365 bench that I want to hit. I don't feel like I've achieved the thickness that I want to achieve, and I just generally don't feel like I've been bulking long enough. I've only been bulking for a few months. You need to be bulking for 8 months to a year before you do any sort of cut. So I'm probably not going to do a full cut, but I'm saying right now, most likely I am going to do a mini cut, which is going to align with summer shredding. So I'm going to start, when everyone starts on summer shredding, Guzman's little thing that he's doing, I'm going to start a mini cut then. I really don't need to do a full 90-day cut because I just did one of those months ago. And I don't feel like I've had long enough to recover from that and grow and build strength and build muscle. I feel like I built a little bit of muscle, but I don't know if you guys have ever been on a lot of bulking and cutting cycles, but it's almost like when you first come out of a cut, I don't feel like you're building that much muscle. Now, I'm not being scientific whatsoever, but it's kind of like once you come out of a cut and you've been bulking for a couple months, you kind of catch a... How do I put this? You catch it's like you catch a wave. And once you kind of have caught on, then your lifts start going up, you start getting stronger again, you start getting thicker again, and then that's when I say that you're into a bulk. But that first month after a bulk, even that first 2 months after a bulk, you're still weak. I sometimes, after a bulk, really, Jordan, the first couple months after a cut, you're still a little weak. I even sometimes am weaker the week after a cut and the month after a cut just because of the way I'm now eating and my body's just digesting all of the food. And so, yeah, you need to be bulking more than a couple months. At the very least, bulk for at least 6 months. So these guys that I see that are bulking for straight up 2 months, and then they're like, oh, it's time to do a cut. I'm like, no, you don't even have any muscle in your little skinny body. You need to not ever do any mini cut or full cut or anything. You just need to keep bulking. Bulk. If you want to get bigger legs, guys, which is, I'm probably going to title this video with something to do with bulking legs, bulking leg growth, how to get bigger legs on bulk, leg growth, bulk leg growth. I don't know. I'm just saying a bunch of things because YouTube has this algorithm now where your title and your keywords have to align with the things that you talk about in your video. So I'm just being a terrible person right now. So I actually went back to extensions here after my squat and straight leg deadlift, and I actually did a couple sets of 12 with each leg. I think 3 sets of 12 with each leg, and then I put both legs on there, and I did 100 reps. I burnt those babies out. I burnt those teardrops started crying. They started running down my knee. I hurt them. That's what you want to do if you want to get those meaty teardrops, guys. You want to beat the crap out of that. Fuck, it's just meaty out. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm so weird. Maybe that's why you like me. That's why a lot of people come here, because I'm weird and different. I did some hamstring work too, as you can see, though. I did those straight leg deadlifts. I did 3 sets of 225. I don't know, I did 4 sets of 225. I think 4 sets of 10 reps. And yeah, I got some really good glute hamstring work there. So guys, with your glutes hamstring, not even glutes. But your hamstring work, you want to do two movements. You want to do a hamstring stretching movement, so either deadlift or a straight leg deadlift. Straight leg deadlift is a little superior for stretching your hamstrings. So I like to do the straight leg deadlifts on the legs high volume hypertrophy day. So on legs high volume hypertrophy, whereas you see on my legs power day, I do a back squat, a heavy back squat low reps, and a heavy sumo deadlift low reps. That's on my Tuesday, my power day. When I actually do my high volume hypertrophy day, video's over. Let me hear up. I get rid of my back squats for front squats for quad dominance, and I work on straight leg deadlift for a little better of a stretch in the hamstrings, because it's better than I think straight leg deadlift's a little better for hamstring hypertrophy. Regular deadlifts just good all around. And then I have two smaller movements, so quad, leg extensions as well as hamstring curls, and then that ties up that workout. That's a good hypertrophy workout. The workout you just saw me do, really, really good, really, really anabolic hypertrophy. Oh, love. I'll see you guys in the next video. Yet again, I apologize for my weirdness. Bye-bye. All love. Bye. Bye.